What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants. No hate. So, karma, chameleon. Just came back and kind of kicked Shakur Stevenson right where it hurts. No, if you guys don't know by now, the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, president, has spoken up and said he didn't see any robbery in the fight between Devin Haney and Lomachenko. Lomachenko, they're trying to fight to get the positioning to be, trying to get a rematch after they said they didn't want a rematch with Haney. Then they're trying to, basically protest and get the decision overturned. That's not happening. But let me show you exactly where you can see the favoritism. And of course, the blind will never see anything. Don't worry about that. The reality is the facts. That's what matters. And you have common sense. This stuff is not hard to see. Shakur Stevenson has been the mandatory for Devin Haney. He made that known after the fight, before the fight, and during the fight. He got in the ring, and said, right in front of everybody, Lomachenko won that fight. He should still be he should be the undisputed champion. I told you guys that was a stupid answer. Because if you ask me who I think won the fight, or what did I think about the fight, simple answer would have been, hey, listen, congratulations to Devin Haney. You got the win. I'm seeing you next. I'm the man, not, oh, well, I think he lost the fight. Here's the thing. If you was to fight Devin Haney and say you beat him, well, then if you really feel that Lomachenko, should have been the champion, then that would mean, because I'm pretty sure it would be a rematch clause, okay? Unless it was a thing where Devin just like, nah, I got to move up. I just can't take, cutting back down to 135 again. I feel, it's harder. It's too hard. So if that's the case, then that means you should fight Lomachenko, right? That's a logical way to think. I'm fighting him for legacy. And yeah, I thought he beat Devin, right? He was robbed. So now that I'm the champ, I may at least do some justice. The problem in that is you're not as appreciated as you think you are. And then you think that because you're thinking that way that the fans are going to, oh, yeah, we love this guy. No. You still will be the guy they want to see lose. What's evident of everything I'm saying. In the rankings, right? Guess who's number one at the WBC? And is it just ironic? It just happens to be the WBC. Lomachenko, number one. Shakur Stevenson, number two. Should Devin Haney go up to 140? Well, you would think it would be Lomachenko versus Haney. You would think that. But how many times have we thought logically, and what we logically think should happen doesn't happen? So you could see Lomachenko versus whoever the WBC sees fit to fight against Lomachenko, and it doesn't have to be Shakur Stevenson. Also, Mauricio Suleiman has no problem telling you, okay, and we all know this, being the number one contender doesn't mean you're the mandatory. He was Devin Haney's mandatory. So why is he now number two? So for all the people crying, why, you know what? They'll still make excuses and say, well, the reason that Lomachenko was number one is because he got robbed. Okay. That would make sense if Mauricio Suleiman sat here and said, Nah, he got robbed. So I'm overturning the decision, which is what they went to appeal. Not say there was no robbery and I'm fine with the decision, but then take a man that's the mandatory, knock him to number 2, and then bring the guy that just lost a fight up to number 1. How do you get rewarded for losing a fight? So when I tell you guys, Mauricio Suleiman, speak with the forked tongue, y'all made all these excuses for him in the past. Okay, I just did a video. I'm pretty sure, y'all that check my channel, you seen it. He said he has no problem with the decision. There was no robbery. But see, all of a sudden, his sanctioning body, the WBC, makes sure that Lomachenko is number 1. So if that's not fucking favoritism, you tell me what it is. And I'm pretty sure Shakur Stevenson's feel real stupid right now. Because he sat there and buck danced and said all that bullshit. Oh man, that's crazy, man. Nah, Lomachenko won, man. He should still be checked. They robbed that boy, man. Also, now Shakur Stevenson is retracting. Yeah, I watched the fight again, man. Like I could, I have it much closer. I could see why people think that Devin won. Just did a video making those comments that people are now, a lot of people retracting their statements about what they thought. Now, all of a sudden, when you watch it again, damn, I see different. Okay, but see the difference for these fighters, for you to sit here and say all of what you said, this is what I'm telling you, they're all on the Loma train. Plain and simple, you as a fighter know damn well a man lands 90 punches versus 95 punches is nothing dominant about that. Is nothing dominant about that. Plain and simple. Nothing dominant. For you to hear all of these people saying what they're saying, and you jump on that hype train, you jumped on the Loma train, now you're sitting here saying you see it differently. Even when I was talking about Andre Ward, his comments, think about this. For Andre Ward, now he says that Lomachenko won that fight. Plain and simple, right? It wasn't that close that you can give it to Devin Haney. Ask Andre Ward, do he really think he won that first fight against Kovalev? And watch he tell you, yeah, he won. Devin never touched the canvas. You did. And basically, that's a fight I thought Kovalev won. And I stated it while I was before that decision was announced. I said, nah, Kovalev won that fight. And when they said Andre Ward, I'm like, okay. So if he thinks that Devin lost but think he won against Kovalev, and remember, when they was talking about it and asking him, he was trying to be very careful with what he said in his terms and how he worded what really happened and why he think that people are saying that he lost the fight. And you know what? They made a huge deal about it back then, the same way that they did recently to this particular fight. But some fighters, well, Andre Ward he's doing commentary now. So I guess you have to say what they want you to say. But bottom line is, like I say, everybody has opinions. But I know I saw nothing dominant. And the fact that you have people that won't say, I thought Lomachenko won, but it wasn't no dominant performance. He did not school Devin Haney by no stretch of the mind. And I'm seeing all these comments and, hearing and seeing the comments that people make. No, I thought he won, but it was that close. And if you can say it was a razor thin victory, you can't fucking call that a robbery. That just makes zero sense. None. So now for Shakur Stevenson, well, if Devin Haney does go up to 140 and they choose to pick Shakur Stevenson, my thing is the fact that they're clearly showing favoritism for Lomachenko. They know that Shakur Stevenson is a threat the same way. So they may not want that kind of threat. Don't be shocked The same way how they just completely took. Let's say it like it is, right? Let's take it where no one else wants to go. They completely stripped him of his mandatory. Why? I wouldn't be shocked if all of a sudden, since Lomachenko can come off a loss and still be number one, and Suleiman said there was no robbery, he's fine with the decision, but somehow he stripped Shakur Stevenson, who basically went in there and praised Lomachenko and said he should be the champion. So basically him opening his big mouth may even be the reason why they say, hey, let's do this. Let's make Lomachenko number one. Now imagine him, Shakur, trying to protest or say anything. Hey, you yourself said that the guy won and was robbed. So what are you mad at? We're doing justice. We're giving this guy what he deserves. That shot over you. You said it. Just saying, right? So if they can do that with Lomachenko, I won't be shocked if all of a sudden Devin Haney goes up to 140 and the title fight for the WBC ends up being Lomachenko versus George Kambosos. Another guy coming off 2 back-to-back losses to Devin Haney. And I can see them making a storyline out of it because they both lost to him. They both have something to prove. This is redemption. Huh? Oh, don't be shocked. I bet you next time a fight happens and Devin Haney decides to jump in the ring, he'll shut his mouth. Not Devin Haney, my fault. Shakur Stevenson. He'll shut his mouth. Because instead of him saying, hey, salute Devin Haney, like I said, and bottom line, because like I said before, he tried to feed off of the crowd because he know they wanted Loma to win. Everybody, they know that. So I'm going to go ahead and praise Loma. And then basically, he got cheered for praising Loma. But as I said, when he went into business for himself, talking about, that's the fight he want with Haney, he going to show Haney is not on his level, he got zero reaction because they did not care about no goddamn Shakur Stevenson in that arena. So, it's not good to be on anybody's bandwagon. It's not good to jump on no hype train. You basically stand your grounds. If I'm going to fight you, that's what I'm focused on. I'm not focused on what the fans are saying, what people are saying all over the internet about what the opinions are, who won, who did this. I'm coming after you, and I'm your mandatory. And he clearly made it clear that, oh, yeah, I'm fighting the winner of that fight. I'm the mandatory. Not anymore. Talk to me in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.